and good morning. My name is Amber. My art handle is Meraki Painter. Happy Monday, and today I'm bringing you another drawing artwork. Now, this is going to be in the same style of my last drawing that I did, since I want to start including the drawing style more into my work. And I have fun doing it, so I was excited to do another one. I've been planning this one for a while. So here we finally are, and here's the thing. So I got to about here, and in a second I'll show you the footage, but I realized that something was wrong. It doesn't even look that bad, but for me it was a lot different. Now, I was leaning back in my chair and kind of just chilling out, sketching and knitting, we realized. And so I got to this point of the painting and I realized that the painting was totally stretched out because of the way I was drawing. And I've only actually experienced this like once before. So here's the footage. This is from me laying back, the angle that I saw it at, and then pulling it up, the actual straight on view, which you're going to be looking at it from. And it's totally stretched out. On the left side, you'll see this is what it looked like before I tried to fix it, and on the right side, this is after I tried to fix it. There wasn't much that I could really do at this point. I didn't want to go ahead and resketch the entire thing because I actually really liked the face. So I brought her forehead and her hairline down a little bit, and as well as her cheek line, I brought it out to make her cheeks a little bit more chubby, because usually in my art style, their cheeks are chubby or their face is more rounded, whereas here it was elongated and stretched out. So I was able to fix that a little bit. The first time I saw it, I was like very taken back, and I didn't know there was going to be a way that I could fix it. But the more I look at the fixed version of it, the more I like it. So it's not as bad as I thought. Also, if you notice, there's lights in this video. I finally got batteries for my lights, and I usually keep them around my art easel, so it's been a while since they made an appearance in a video because I just haven't had batteries, and my art easel hasn't been in the videos as much. But I decided to lay it out and it wouldn't get in my way anyway, so I just thought it was really pretty. I was vibing out with it. The night that I started making this, I just completely fell in love with art, and I didn't really have a thumbnail sketch worked out or anything. I just kind of like went with what was in my head, and there was barely anything in my head going on, so I kind of just like let myself do whatever, and it was really fun. It was nice. Also, this is technically a prompt. I asked on my story for prompt ideas, and I saw a butterfly, and I really liked that one, and I also really like butterflies, so it gave me an excuse to draw butterflies basically, and I was okay with that. I'm also going to give a pop of color to the butterflies, and then other areas like the flowers, which I decided to add in. I didn't know what else to add. I wanted to give it a little bit something extra, and so I went on Pinterest and typed in blue aesthetic because blue is the color that I was going to use, and flowers came up, and I usually do flowers, so I shouldn't be too shocked that I ended up doing flowers. But yeah, it's like little daisies and I really like them. So thank you to Momo Panda for that prompt idea, which is actually someone that I've drawn digitally before, and I'll put it in the info card right now. But this is kind of what popped up in my head when she said butterflies, and especially with the butterfly on the corner of her eye, to be exact, that's the image that popped in my head. I seem to be having a little bit of a trouble trying to use this pencil to get as dark as my other drawing that I did, which is this one, which I only used like a regular number 2 pencil, and I couldn't figure out how to get it that dark again, so I had to bring in some of my other pencil friends. I used a 3B. Hold up. Okay, yes, I used a 3B pencil and then a medium charcoal pencil to help me get those really dark lines and dark sections, which after I started using those pencils, it made it so much easier, because my other pencil that I was using, which was a soft charcoal pencil, I believe, I started using it and it just kind of wasn't drawing fluidly, and it would like skip around. So I tried to like sharpen it, and then the lead broke, and then I sharpened it more, and the lead broke, and then and then by the time I got it back down to a point, it was puny. So I got off my lazy butt and went and got a new pencil. I'm going to apologize again because I'm still getting over my sickness, so if my voice sounds a little off, that is why. With the other drawing I did, I really focused on being super simplistic and not make it too complicated, which I think I did pretty good at. This one was a little bit more detailed, and I think I'm okay with making it more detailed. This time around, I did just get lost in the details and I kept going at it, but it wasn't too overbearing. Like, I think I now know how to control it a little bit more, whereas like before, if you watched my video, I was talking about how I just tried to shade everything. So this one is a lot better. So this time around it was a lot better and I didn't feel that urge anymore. And whenever I did the paint, I was able to do it in a way that wasn't too overbearing, because I want the paint to be there but not the main focus. I wanted it to be a sketch. And then after I did the paint, I went ahead and went all over it with a darker pencil to help darken up the lines, especially if you go over the pencil with the paint. It'll make the lines look lighter and not as dark. So those areas definitely needed it, and then some other areas from before I even got the darker pencils out needed it as well. But yeah, I didn't even notice it, but by the time I finished doing the colored part and only the watercolor painting part, I was painting it for like 45 minutes, which is really hard to believe when you see like how simplistic it is. But I guess it takes time to dry in between layers and stuff, so I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Also, I realized partway through that her ear was exposed and she doesn't even have an earring on, and I'm obsessed with really cool looking earrings, so I definitely had to add one in, and that was a little bit difficult because of how dainty the earring is, and I had to find a good value so then that way it would stand out because everything is gray toned. So I did use the charcoal pencil to make it dark, and then I used a white gel pen to highlight one side of the chain of the earring, and then I just colored in the little bars that are on the earring as well with a blue watercolor paint to help give it a pop of color and draw your eyes to it a little bit more. I actually really like this one so much. I am going to list it on my Etsy eventually after I spray it with varnish so it's protected, but it's gonna be a little sad to see it go, a little bittersweet, especially with how much I've been through it, because at first I really didn't like it, and then towards the middle I was like, it kind of reminds me of something but I can't put my finger on it, and now I just really like it and I love how soft it is. But in the end, I hope you liked it as well, and as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye.